The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 127 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Fontaine Watermelon Edition playing cards. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have the Watermelons Fontaine Edition playing cards here. In the standard glossy finish tuck box here, it says Watermelons Fontaine playing cards here. And then you got that like card kind of look to the front here. And that watermelon like light red colorway here. And it's like a light red, kind of like pinkish light red colorway here. With the white like accent there. And you kind of got like the half of the Fontaine F there. Like, there. On the side you got distributed by Fontaine Playing Card, Los Angeles, made in the USA. And same thing on the other side, just that corporate information made by Fontaine. On the bottom, it's got some information. It says one of 2,500 first edition watermelons. And you got Fontaine's website and designed by Zach Mueller. On the back, you got that card design, so a sneak peek of the back design here. On the top, it just says Fontaine. On the inside tuck flap here, you got the spade there with the Fontaine logo in the middle there. Nothing on the inner tuck flaps, just that watermelon colorway there. We take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box here, it's just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design here. Here we have a mirrored back design here with the standard white border going around. Here we have the classic Fontaine back design here. It's just in the red, in the watermelon colorway, so like the light red colorway there, with the two mirrored Fontaine Fs there in the middle. And if you flip the cards around, it's the same design in both directions here. Now that we've seen the back design, we'll take a look at the cards. And the first card you get here, you get an information card. It says first edition watermelons, one of 2,500 Fontaine playing cards. The website and designed by Zach Mueller. You get one card there. Then we get straight on to the ace of spades here. You get the standard like spade there, just like a blown up version with the Fontaine's logo there in the middle with the watermelon like bar there going through. And then the rest of the cards are just standard spades here. You just got standard cards, standard spades, and Jack, Queen, and King of spades here are just standard quick cards, standard faces, standard colorway. And then pretty much the rest of the deck is just a standard deck of cards here. So the diamonds are just standard diamonds. And same thing with the quick card, Jack, Queen, and King of diamonds, just standard quick cards, standard faces, colorway. Same thing with the clubs here. You got the standard quick cards here, Jack, Queen, and King of clubs, standard faces, standard design, standard colorway. Same thing with the clubs. You got the standard club pips there. And the same thing with the hearts here, the Jack, Queen, and King of hearts, standard quick cards, standard faces, and standard colorway. And this hearts are just standard hearts here. Really not much to see with the design of the deck, just a standard deck of cards here. And then the last three cards in the deck here, you got a blank face. You got the back design on one side, and you just got a blank card here. And then you got the two Fontaine Jokers here, which both have the Fontaine F there in both corners, in each corner there. Then you got the watermelon like rectangle there with the Fontaine logo inside there. So two identical Jokers. Well, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. Let me just gather up all the cards here, and then we'll get straight on to the springs. Okay, we'll start with the springs here. There was no issues with the springs whatsoever. They're nice and bendy cards here. And they're kind of slippery, so I keep dropping them here. It's not a deck review if I don't drop a couple cards at least a few times here. But the springs are nice and smooth here. They're nice and bendy. They're easy to bend. So it's like a crushed stock of cards here. They're nice and like extra bendy. So anyone could spring these. There's no anyone can spring these with ease. They're not stiff at all. And they're nice and smooth. There's not much to say here. Just easy springs. Now on to the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread nice and evenly here. You can see all the different pips and numbers here. There's no stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. They feel nice and smooth every single time. Now on to the Pharaoh. Try that again. Yeah, you got a fairly smooth Pharaoh there. No real issue there. And they interlocked and weaved nice and evenly there. Now for a giant fan of the back design. Now for the reverse Pharaoh. That's pretty smooth too. They feel almost the same in both directions there. No real issues with the Pharaohs whatsoever. And the reverse Pharaoh interlocked and weaved nice and evenly there. Just as the same as the other way. Now for a giant fan of the faces. Now for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. The first couple of dribbles or riffle shuffles that I did feel slightly clumpy. They don't feel the smoothest. Like they're still riffle, but they're just a little bit clumpy feeling. So you have to break them in a few times to get them to feel smooth, because they're starting to feel more smooth now after like 4 or 5 riffles. So it's just the first couple feel a little bit clumpy. But once you break them in, they start to feel nice and smooth. So they're starting to feel smooth now. It's just those initial couple riffles. Yep, they're nice and smooth now. So there's no real issues now. And it depends on how evenly you divide the cards up too. For how more of a more smooth riffle you're gonna get. But they're pretty smooth after you break them in. So you gotta break them in first. Get them feeling nice and smooth there. Now onto a few packet cuts. Well, the packet cuts are pretty smooth there. The cards are a little bit slippery because they're still kind of new of cards, so they're a little bit slippery. But other than the slipperiness, they don't feel too bad. Now for the one-handed cut or a Charlier cut. And now for the dribble. Well, where the cards are kind of like a thinner stock, got more of a softer dribble here. They're still smooth. You just, they feel kind of like softer. It's not as like a clicky, not like a clicky like as clicky as a dribble, as like a thicker stock would be. So they don't catch on your fingers as much, but they're still pretty smooth here. So no real issues with the dribbles here. They're just still slippery though. These cards are definitely slippery. Now for the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, Fontaine has come out with another great deck of cards. Even though the only, pretty much the only custom thing is the back design. It's the standard Fontaine back design, but in a brand new, in like the watermelon colorway, so like a lighter red colorway there. And you've got those standard faces, which is nice to see. So anyone can use the cards and enjoy them because they're standard faces. It's not like some crazy wild design. It's a nice simplistic deck of cards here. Yeah, which you like to see sometimes, because you don't always need crazy designed decks. But anyways, the cards handle fantastic, and the colorway looks pretty great as well. There's not much to say. Anyways, this has been day 127 of your daily deck review. This has been the Watermelon Edition Fontaine playing cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.